this the other day. But so I was walking alone, right? Because that's what I do. I walk alone through downtown Elizabeth City. I walk alone, and I'm not, doing the lyrics to a Green Day song. Um, and so this cop, a police officer, a peace officer, this cop screams out of the car, "Hey, miss, hey, ma'am." And I'm not going to respond. I'm not going to acknowledge them. Um, and then they give me the ultimate, like, I had no choice. They scream, they bellow. And I had no choice but to respond. They say, "I love your YouTube show." Well, clearly, I've got to play out this dialogue trait. Right, like clearly I've got to continue on with this because there's content here, and now, as you can see, I'm telling the story. So I've got the content, it's here, and now I'm telling it. So this is content. So I'm thinking in my brain, all right, this is content, and now here I am 2 days later, 3 days later, I don't know when it was, now giving you the content. So this cop, like, they're across the street, right, and then they get out of their car and walk up to me. They say, "Oh, I'll come over. I want to talk to you for a second." I'm like, "Oh, whatever." Right, I'm alone. Right, there's no one around. No one's driving cars, and a cop, like a gangster with a gun, is walking toward me saying they love my YouTube show. My YouTube show where I constantly celebrate officers being killed in action, and I talk about how I think all cops are garbage. I am alone, right? And this cop with a gun is walking up to me. What could possibly go wrong? But I think this is content, right? And also, I love interacting with police officers when I'm high. Like, I'm just like, all right, I'm wasted right now. Like, let's talk to this cop. What could possibly go wrong? Right? Now, this is, it's a very white thing to say. I'm a white person, so please keep that in mind. And a very good-looking one at that. And so they walk up to me, and they say that they appreciate how I'm willing to call out law enforcement. And they say that, I asked them... This is the funny part. I asked them, "Hey, do you mind doing, like, if I film you?" And they said, "No, that wouldn't be good for me." And then, like, we had, like, a 40-second conversation about how they appreciate that there's people like me that are just, like, that brutally harass. Like, they didn't say that, but, like, that's what I do. But they said that they appreciate people like me that are willing to call out law enforcement and aren't scared at all about doing so. And then I was like, okay. And then they said, like, there's a lot of us cops out there that agree with you but can't say anything. And I'm like, okay. Now, again, I'm really high at this moment, and I'm alone, and there's no one there, right? So I'm not going to get, like, I could have gone in, but I didn't. I chose not to. I wanted to play out the dialogue tree. It's like when you're playing, like Fallout or, Elder Scrolls, and you just, like, click the whatever option you feel like is going to get more dialogue. That's right. So, like, now let's understand this. There is an Elizabeth City police officer that loves my YouTube show where I celebrate officers being killed on a routine basis, and I say all cops are bastards, and I say there's no such thing as a good cop. So this Elizabeth City police officer loves my show and tells me that they can't say that publicly because it, quote, wouldn't be good for them. I don't know what that means. Right? Now, so my thing is, like, why are you a cop? Like, and also, can you give me some of your money? Like, I know you got a lot of overtime recently. Can I have some of that money if they're watching my show right now? Maybe they're not. Maybe they lied. It's possible. But if you're watching my show, officer, and you see me walking down, consider giving me some money. I know you got a lot of overtime with the protesting. I know you got some shit in your bank account. I know. I've read the reports of what the Elizabeth City Police Department's gotten over the course of the last 148 days of protests. I know what's going on. Consider a donation. But so that's the thing that happened to me. And then they walked away. So, is that good? Is that bad? I don't know. It's something. It's content. Here I am telling the story. It's content. And that's it. That's the story. Yeah, that's the end of it. True, Andrea, it takes a certain amount of strength to be so vocal and passionate about things that you believe in, and to take it a step further and protest and have a show about it. Very inspiring. Oh my god, stop it. Stop. I'm just a jag-off comedian here. Come on.